I've always been clumsy. Always. That fact had never gotten me into trouble across multiple star systems. Until I met her. It happened on the planet Velora, a world known for its dense neon forests and bioluminescent wildlife. I had landed there to repair a freighter stranded at the edge of a shimmering canyon. My orders were simple: assess the damage, fix the ship, and leave. Simple. But fate, or sheer stupidity, had other plans. The first encounter. I was walking through a crowded market district, carefully avoiding stalls brimming with alien produce, mechanical parts, and neon-tinted textiles. I wasn't paying attention to anything else. Then it happened. She was there, a tall, athletic alien warrior, with crimson skin streaked with black markings that hinted at some tribal lineage. Her tail lashed behind her as she moved, every step radiating power and authority. I didn't see her until it was too late. My shoulder collided with her rear. "Do you want to die, human?" she growled, grabbing my collar and lifting me slightly off the ground. Her teeth gleamed under the glow of nearby neon signs. I had never felt fear this pure before. I'm sorry," I stammered, hands raised. "I didn't see you." Her amber eyes bored into mine, and the surrounding market fell into silence. People stared. Creatures of all shapes and sizes froze. I realized in that instant that not all alien warriors tolerated mistakes lightly. Some executed them. The apology that went wrong. I tried to explain. I was distracted. I didn't mean to bump. Her tail flicked sharply, knocking a nearby vendor's crate over. Sparks flew, startling a hovering mech. "Careful, human. Words won't save you here." I swallowed hard. I can make it up to you. I'll do whatever you want." She narrowed her eyes. Then, unexpectedly, she released me, stepping back a fraction. "Fine," she said, voice dripping with venom and suspicion. "But you owe me. And don't think this is over." That's when I realized, being alive was only the beginning. The reluctant partnership. Over the next few days I kept running into her. Each encounter was more awkward than the last. I accidentally spilled coolant on her arm at a repair station. I tripped near her tail and almost toppled her combat gear. Each time, her growl was louder, more menacing, and I began to think she might enjoy seeing me squirm. Then a crisis forced our cooperation. A gang of rogue alien mercenaries had discovered my presence on Velora and decided my freighter would make a fine prize. I didn't have the firepower to fight them alone. She appeared out of nowhere, slicing through the mercenaries with a grace and precision that left me awestruck. Her amber eyes flicked to mine. "Stay behind me, human. Try not to get yourself killed again," she commanded. And so began the uneasy alliance. Training and tension. We spent days repairing my ship while she trained me in basic self-defense and combat tactics. Every time I made a mistake, she growled, swatted me, or grabbed my collar. Each time I survived by a hair's breadth. But through it all, I noticed subtle shifts. Her growls softened when I made progress, and sometimes, just sometimes, she would let a smirk escape when I clumsily succeeded at a maneuver. Despite my fear, I couldn't deny the tension between us. Something electric, charged, and complicated. Each accidental touch, each brush, seemed to linger longer than it should. I felt myself drawn to her strength and ferocity, even as it terrified me. The true threat. One night, while I was recalibrating the ship's hyperdrive, a warning signal blared. The mercenary gang had returned, and this time they brought reinforcements. We barely had time to prepare. The battle that followed was chaotic. Lasers cut through the neon haze of the forested canyons. Explosions shook the ground beneath us. She fought like a whirlwind, and I clumsily dodged, tried to shoot, and occasionally got in her way. At a critical moment, one of the mercenary leaders cornered me, blaster aimed at my chest. She leaped from the shadows, intercepting him mid-strike, and ripped the weapon from his hands. Then, in a rare quiet moment, she glared at me, tail wrapping protectively around us. "You're alive." "Again," she said, voice tense. "Do not die. Not now. Not ever." I nodded, panting. I won't." The confession. After the battle, we sat atop a glowing cliff overlooking the neon forests. The adrenaline faded, leaving behind silence and the hum of the distant city below. She turned to me, eyes softer now, still intense, still dangerous. You're infuriating, human. Clumsy, foolish, but alive. And somehow, you survived when others wouldn't. I laughed nervously. I guess I have a talent for surviving the impossible. She growled softly, almost affectionate. You're lucky I don't kill you for every mistake you've made. Or maybe, I'm glad you're alive. Perhaps. I was worried you'd get yourself killed before I had a chance to correct you. My heart raced. So, we're allies? Her amber eyes held mine. For now, she said. Then quieter, but don't make me regret it. The journey together. We worked to repair my ship, navigating through more threats and mercenary ambushes. Every step she was there, scolding, growling, but also protecting. Over time, the tension between us shifted, an unspoken understanding building in the space between danger and survival. I learned her name, Kilira. A warrior unmatched in skill, yet with layers of humor, frustration, and unexpected warmth beneath the exterior. We argued constantly, mostly because of my clumsiness, but slowly our partnership became trust. Not friendship, not love, but trust. And yet, every glance, every accidental touch, every protective gesture hinted at something more. The very lengthy ending. The final confrontation with the mercenary gang happened on a floating space station orbiting Velora. They had captured a critical power core, intending to sell it to a warlord in the Outer Rim. I knew the stakes. If we failed, countless lives would be lost. Kilira and I fought side by side, weaving through laser fire and mechanical traps. Her growls became battle commands, guiding me, saving me from fatal mistakes. My hands shook, adrenaline pumping, but I followed her every move, learning and surviving as best I could. Finally, we cornered the gang leader. He sneered, blaster aimed. Kilira lunged forward, disarming him with such precision that I barely had time to react. She pinned him to the wall, her amber eyes blazing. You dare threaten my human? She hissed. I stepped forward cautiously. We're done. Surrender now. The leader, seeing her ferocity and the determination in my stance, gave up. We had won. After the battle, we stood together on the observation deck, overlooking the planet below. She finally released the tension in her shoulders and let herself exhale. You survived, she said quietly, almost tenderly. Again. I laughed, though shakily. You've saved me more times than I can count. I think we make a decent team. Her tail flicked, brushing against my arm, an accidental touch, yet charged. Decent? You're alive because I didn't finish you off months ago. Don't forget that. I won't, I said, heart racing. But I think I'd survive almost anything if you were by my side. She blinked, amber eyes narrowing, then widened slightly. Careful, human. Those words are dangerous. I don't care, I admitted, almost whispering. I mean it. For a moment, the neon-lit world seemed to pause. Kilira's growl softened, almost imperceptibly, and she turned away, hiding the faintest of smiles. Infuriating human, she murmured. But alive. And somehow, important. We stood together in silence, two unlikely allies bonded by danger, trust, and something unspoken between us. The galaxy stretched vast and dangerous, yet for the first time I felt that I wasn't facing it alone. Kilira finally tilted her head, looking at me with a mix of exasperation and something deeper. Try not to die again, she said, voice low. I'm not responsible for your foolish human antics forever. I smiled, heart pounding. I'll try. But I have a feeling you'll be around to make sure I don't fail. Her amber eyes met mine once more, sharp, fierce, and yet not unkind. Perhaps, she admitted. Perhaps. But don't let it go to your head. And there we stood, two beings from different worlds, facing the stars, bound by chance, survival, and a connection neither of us could define. The galaxy was vast, unpredictable, and dangerous, but at least for now I had her by my side. And somehow that was enough.